Hello everyone, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. As promised, I'm getting to each one of the drill teams, the service drill teams. After a time, I have a link that I can provide below to several commentaries I've done of the of many years of the silent drill platoons. Iterations of the performance, and that's my goal to do for every one of the teams. And we have my brothers and sisters of the Air Force Honor Guard drill team performing. So we'll get to this performance. So they're this is the joint drill competition. It went from competition to exhibition. The last competition was in 2012, and then it went to exhibition, and now it's back to a competition again with trophies. So the reasoning behind only having an exhibition and no trophy was that honestly, look at that. What a fantastic hit there. That was just great. Look at the execution here. Really clean lines everywhere. This is what the Air Force Honor Guard drill team is known for. Clean lines, very sharp execution, and you'll see this throughout the performance. But the reasoning for the many years of it being only an exhibition, which I can appreciate. I can appreciate both a competition with an award and then an exhibition. Frankly, and the Coasties know this. The Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard drill team would never win. They would never come in first place. Most likely, they'd always come in last. Now, why is that? Am I being harsh and putting them down? Absolutely not. No, not at all. Not at all. The reasoning behind that is because the Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard is the smallest honor guard. They have the fewest people, and every single one of them does 18 jobs almost at the same time. Every single day. Now, that's a bit overstated, but you can understand that since they are such a small team, such a small unit, that they have to qualify. Alignment here is absolutely terrible. So you can see the idea of how they're aligned. It started to angle off, so it just didn't work all that well. But look, you can see everything here. Absolutely everything is so clean. Now the some of the tosses at times have you can see there's a phasing issue in some of the tosses there. Nice job. So where all of the service honor guards in and around DC have their separate platoons, firing party, casket bearers, body bearers, and then colors. Everybody in the Coast Guard team, they have to cross qualify. They have to be qualified at least on 2 of the ceremonial elements. Now, many of them qualify on all 3. Still a phasing issue on those tosses there. Now, that could be a technique error, or it could simply be a timing error. And a technique error would be that there's, we all have muscle groups in our bodies, and in order to let's say spin the rifle here, I'm going to use both of my hands, my shoulders, upper body. It could be a simple difference in movement. a simple difference in movement of me pushing either down instead of back like everybody else, or maybe I'm pushing slightly out, and so it causes the rifle to move in a different way. So using as close to the exact same technique as possible for every movement, especially with the rifles, is crucial, and sometimes that can be very difficult to get. So the chair step mark time is also a signature, a signature of the team. So next time they do it, I'll point it out specifically. Well, there you go. So there, you can see it looks like a chair. The upper thigh really should be horizontal, and then the lower leg is supposed to form that a 90 degree at the knee and then hang straight down. Now, what's very difficult about that is you can see here that some of the I concentrate on the fine details of technique. You can see, so here's my cursor over here. You can see this airman's left ankle is in front of his right foreleg, but here, quite a bit actually. And then here it's the staff sergeant at the front here. You can almost his ankle is slightly in front, but it's almost traveling up. Now they're at different points of getting to their positions. So, but you can see that there is a difference in the chair step that they take. Just slight differences, and it also depends. I'll go back. I'll let you watch this in just a sec. But it also depends on where the knee points as well. So as we raise our legs, raise one leg and then bring it down, or do we raise it out like this? So I mean, there's all kinds of. There's a 90 degree angle from from your butt for the upper part of the leg, and then a 90 degree angle, but also the direction the knee is pointing. Do you point the foot down? Do you let it just hang naturally, or do you actually flare the toe upwards? So I'll back this up to here. And then also the foot placement as well. You can see that this staff sergeant here, I'll put my cursor underneath his feet. That staff sergeant actually had his feet stepping with a significant separation, where others had less of a separation. Nice pitch out there. That's the teams have different pitch outs, but I would say the strongest pitch out is going to be coming straight out with the rifle vertical. Nicely done with that. Less phasing issues here with the rifle tosses as the routine progresses. What's interesting is that a lot of high school drill teams will not warm up before they. Now, you could see difference in step was in order for them to get that proper spacing. So they were moving out just a bit. Flared elbows out there, and it was exactly the same everywhere. Whereas the drill teams will warm up. And they need to warm up. As a performer, you need to warm up either as a soloist or a member of a team. The whole team really needs to be warm in order to perform well. There's the pitch out again. Extraordinarily clean performance. Slight mistake there, but still. And then you can see here with setting the rifles down, the rifles are in different positions. All three toes not aligned, the rifle's not grounded to the foot in some places. But you know, it can be difficult to do that. And then having the team expand from the long line into the four angled stripes, if you will, just works really well. So variation there on the catches, variations on the tosses. And then here, that was superb. Absolutely fantastic. Some alignment issues in a couple places. But see, I'm wondering if the judges even get this. Spinning in such close quarters like this, it really takes tons and tons of practice. So many people are used to spinning so that the rifle ends up looking like this. And this is very, very common. And then spinning to the side as well, there can be an angle. So trying to get that rifle to be parallel with the body during the spin, that takes endless hours of technique practice. Nice variation of tempo, and also the direction of the ripples works really nicely. Then here we're into the cordon sequence, which is a great nice exchange and step through that worked well too. That was a very good performance. And you can see some alignment issues here too. So it detracts alignment detracts from the effectiveness of that part of the performance, but that was well performed. Very nice. This is supposed to look really dangerous. And it does. That's exactly what it's for. rifles passing back and forth, spinning back and forth, and in front of the commander and behind the commander, and it's so risky. Obviously, it's timed extraordinarily well so that the commander's never in any danger. But it's the risk that's involved and the precision of, oh, good toss there. I appreciate that as a setup. Instead of having the entire team coming in to set up and having the commander walking back, it performing into the setup, that's nice. That really it draws the eye into those two as they toss over the Master Sergeant there. That was really well done, well thought of. Now you can see the layered effect that the team has in this more or less a double wedge, even triple kind of wedge. Well, double, maybe a single wedge and then two straight lines, it looks like. Although, it's not exact, but still, exactly a wedge, I mean. But still, it's quite a nice visually layered effect here. So you have the Queen Anne, the kneeling Queen Anne at the front, the standing Queen Anne then in the middle, and then at the rear you have really the firing party set up to fire. So and then you have some crossed bayonets at the very back in the center there, right behind the commander. So that is a really well set up, well thought out transition into this formation, and then the execution of the formation as well. So the transitions throughout the whole performance, honestly, were well thought out and developed. And so, just as people watching the performance, most likely these judges, they're looking for reactions. Or they're reacting to the performance, which is fine. As an untrained judge or an untrained member of the public just watching, you're going to look at this performance and react to it. And just like the Air Force Honor Guard guys who are screaming and yelling and all that, they're reacting to the performance, but they're giving their fellow guardsmen some encouragement there, which is just fine. But the performance has to be analyzed as well, and when we are not equipped to analyze first off when just approaching a performance like this, it just doesn't happen that way. So reaction to the effect and then also analyzing is really what's necessary for performances like this, to understand them better and then to award the points on whatever scale. So anyway, my analysis then is that transitions worked really well throughout the performance, and that there were only slight phasing issues with some spins at the beginning, and like I said, it was probably due to maybe technique or just simply a timing error. And there's some other things that could have been tightened up here and there, but still, the whole performance was just so clear. The communication was almost perfect the entire time. So that was a great performance by my Air Force Honor Guard team. Just superb, really well done. So I'll get to some more honor guard performances, honor guard drill teams performances, and I'll get to some analysis and commentary as the weeks progress on. But I hope that my comments are helpful for you if you want to know more about this, or if you're designing your own program. So thank you very much.